How's it going, everybody? Johnny Styles here with the Wellness Observer Live. It is June 20th, 2022. We got a lot of news, and it was a wellness weekend. So there you go. I coined that phrase, or I think I'm gonna coin that phrase. Thank you for everybody that's been logging on to the Wellness Observer Live to follow along with this weekend's activities. We had the Npc Jr. Nationals, and we had the Puerto Rico Pro. Yeah, two great shows. It was indeed a great weekend for the wellness class, wellness division, and expect not only one or two, maybe three, four, maybe five videos this week, because we got a lot of things that we got to cover. In this video specifically, I'll be talking about the Junior Nationals, and I'm going to get that out of the way. And then eventually I'll do another video recapping the Puerto Rico Pro, and then I'll do another video, and I won't tell you, I won't spoil it right here, so you can go do your thing and then come back, subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to Spotify, iTunes, wherever you hear the Wellness Observer. Trust me, it'll help you through your cardio. This weekend we had the Junior Nationals, and I'm going to discuss the top winners, the Pro Card winners, talk a little bit about them and their future. But before I do that, I want to do a little rant here. I saw every picture posted on, of course, npcnewsonline.com. You can log on there and check all the pictures and all the comparisons from the show. And I'm going to say one thing, and I don't think this is going to be the first or the last time I'm going to say this. It's that I still don't understand why there are some competitors doing these type of national shows. I'm not going to call anybody out. I'm sure as hell would call somebody out if I was there in person, but I wasn't. You can go to NPC News Online and you can just browse through the pictures. And there's some competitors that I don't know who their coach is. I don't know who's advising them. But they don't belong in a national stage, okay? There's levels to this, okay? And I understand that there are people that want to do this for, I don't know, they lose weight and they want to look better and they want to achieve a goal. And that's all fine. I love that. But you got to be real with yourself, and you got to be honest with yourself. It's not even fair to the competitors that have busted their ass to get into shape and to get into this competition. And it's 2022. I think if we had more people, more coaches or people that are helping competitors, especially women, I think it'll be better if you're honest with them since the very beginning, meaning, okay, you're doing this for this specific goal. If you look good, we're going to do like a local show. Then let's see how you place there. And eventually move on to another local show. Let's see how you place there. And just because you want to know a local show doesn't mean that you're ready for the national stage. Just like if you win a national stage and you win a national show and you get your pro card, that doesn't mean that you're ready for the IFBB pro stage. I know competitors, men and women, that have taken time 1 year, 2 years after they've won their show and their pro card to do their pro debut. Why? Because they know they're not up there yet. They know they're not up to par with some of the IFBB professionals. Okay, so I wanted to get that out of the way because sometimes it's just very weird to see some bodies up there. And in our class, the wellness class, I don't want to keep hearing just people that don't know. People saying, oh, these are our out of shape girls that we can put up there and they'll win the show. Absolutely not. If you saw this weekend, at least the Puerto Rico Pro, you saw that the top 4, top 5 of that show, they were all in incredible shape and conditioning. If you see any show from Brazil, you'll understand exactly where the class is coming from, okay? So I wanted to get that exactly out of the way before I start talking about the girls that did win the show. And speaking of girls, Class D winner I have right here. Look at that. Nicole de Swole. That's her name in on Instagram. You can look it up. Her real name is Nicole Stewart, and she blew me away. I was super surprised on how this girl really looked. She has like a long torso, but her conditioning and her overall looked really good. Great abs, good delts. That side pose that you're seeing right here, let me see if the mouth shows up. Let me know. Right here, let me see. Right here. If you see this side pose with this round glute right here, and you see this hanging hamstring with that lines and separation right here, that's pro level right here. Absolutely, hands down. Really, really crazy hamstrings. Crazy, crazy. From the back, glute and ham tie-in, the teardrop right here, absolutely phenomenal. Good quads from the sides here. The calves can come up a little bit more. I would say that. The calves can come up a little bit more. And then from the front, that outer sweep can look a little bit better, in my opinion. But I was super surprised. I was super surprised with her because when she came out, at first in the callouts, you can still think that, oh my God, this girl looks good. But when she started posing that you could see the qualities of her. And I'm really happy because, for example, if I saw her, let's say Friday, and she competed Friday, and she won the show on Friday, I would have told her straight up, get a ticket and fly down to Puerto Rico and do your pro debut, because this girl looks like she could place very well at a show for sure. Then we have, let's see right here. I like this girl's name. Look at this. She's on Instagram. She's Callie Snagvinda. But her real name is Callie Nakvinda. That's a really, really cool name. She placed first and she won her pro card here at the Junior Nationals, Class C. Okay. And, I like her shape, good shape. She has very the lower hanging glutes. I'm going to show it to you right here with the little clicker right here. There you go. So this is what we call lower hanging glute. I would like to see her with more upper glute right up here. From the back, it looks good. She has the teardrop right here, but from the side, you can still see that she's still missing a little bit of upper glute. The shoulders are good. The shoulders look really good. I would like to see her with more size on the quads, especially in this area right here. Her quads can, get a little bit bigger. Her tanning could be a little bit darker as well. And, her posing was okay. It was good. From the sides here, you can tell that, she looks a little bit figure-ish, but you can knock her off, because these are still girls that are, amateurs. But she won the show. For example, for her, I would say to, take some time to develop and take some time to grow at least that upper glute. And from that, we can move on to next shows. Class A. Oh my God. This girl, she's from the Dominican Republic. Okay. I didn't even know this. Joanna Galcano. Now to be such a small girl for Class A, she looks stacked. Pretty good. She can still be a little bit bigger compared to, let's say, Alejandra La Fonseca, which plays fifth in Puerto Rico. I'll talk about her in the next video. But she is really good. She crazy calves, in short, but very, very good. She packs out a lot of wow. What I mean by that, it's when you see her coming out of the stage, her whole presentation was really, really, really good. The glute and ham teardrop, you can see it one more time. I'm going to put it out here. It's very important. The judges like that because you see how she's not too conditioned, but she has those lines. Yes, that's absolutely what you need. These calves are golden right here. You see how she flexes and you can see both of the heads of the calves. And when she turns from the side, very important roundness in this glute. Very, very good roundness. She can still be a little bit thicker from the side, especially right here in the quad and hamstring. But the glutes are great. Look at this, the striations on the sides right here. Wow. Great showing off. I really did like her a lot. And of course, now I got to talk about the overall winner and the number one Class B. None other than Alexis Adams. Call me Johnny Nostradamus, because I called this not 1 month ago, not 2 months ago, maybe 6 months ago. I called this. It's very cool because Alexis took second place last year, and Ashton Penny won the class. And you know, I never really saw Alexis like mad or sad. I knew she was. I knew she's one of those girls that has this fire inside of her. But in reality, she took it upon herself to realize that she needed to get bigger. She needed to improve not only her lower body but her entire physique. For an entire year, I've seen this girl training like a beast and sending updates and posing. And you see her posing and she's amazing at it. But don't think it's because she hasn't practiced. She's been doing mistakes as well. Okay? So that shows you that, she's not perfect at all. This is all practice, and she's a nurse too. So you take that into consideration. Alexis looked like we all knew she was going to look. She looked absolutely phenomenal. Okay? I love her look. Super cute. It's a good mixture of cuteness and sexiness on stage. In the amateur ranks, I would say she's one of the best, wellness bodies in the entire wellness division. Now, for her, I would totally say that she could take some time to restructure, unless there was a show like Puerto Rico, which was this weekend, or unless she wants to do a show next week or whatever. I think, she still looks like she could gain, I don't know, 8 more pounds and looks absolutely crazy. Posing wise, she has her trademark pose right here to the right side. You can see her right here. This trademark pose for her is amazing. It's amazing. This pose doesn't work for everybody. I will tell you that much. From the front, she was absolutely phenomenal. Now from the back you can tell that she wasn't like the front. I was a little bit concerned because when I saw these pictures at first, it didn't seem like she was harder, like she was in her progress pictures. But I think what nailed it for her, Alexis, was that her overall look and presentation was one of those things that the judges take into consideration, okay? So when she stepped on stage and she stepped, with these girls, her overall look just looked absolutely phenomenal. Okay, so look at her. I'm trying to post right here so you guys can see the video. And notice how she poses, very calm, showing the glutes, hams, which could have been a little bit tighter for my liking, in my opinion. But you see the flow, the way she's flowing on stage, it totally works. And at the night show, she came in with a little bit of more sassiness. She was happy. You could tell that at night she already had it in the bag. And that's a true sign of a true champion. There was a little bit of controversy, okay, because we have Amanda Beth, which I really like how Amanda looked, okay? When she stepped on stage and she was alone, and you could see the comparison shots later, but when she saw her on stage, she was totally 95, 96% pretty much spot on. Only thing that I was seeing on her was, I don't know, whatever, the calves, right? But if you take that out of the equation, her stomach was a little bit distended, especially during transition poses. When she was doing transition poses, you could see it here a little bit, that her stomach is a little bit distended here. And if you browse through the pictures, you can see that as well. Her calves could have been a little better, but it's fine. It's fine. Super full glutes, high glutes over here, the teardrop here, the hamstrings. And, she has a great stage presence, okay? Very good stage presence. But what happened with her is that when she stood from the back with Alexis, you could make a case that, she looked better than Alexis. And when you see this picture, at first glance, you could say Amanda is winning this back shot. And you know what people say, that shows are won from the back. So, maybe Amanda's posing wasn't 100%. Maybe she was letting go a little bit of her stomach. maybe, just maybe, it's one of those things that now she can go back to the drawing board. But if I'm not mistaken, she could be the very next wellness pro. I would see her on a stage. I will tell her to do a pro show if she won her pro card. And that's what it's all about. In reality, you can't really tell a girl what she wants to do, but you can advise. You can advise, and if she's ready, she's ready. For example, Alexis still can grow. I believe Alexis can still grow into a show, and place really good. She knows that her conditioning can be a little bit harder from the back because she's very critical of herself and she knows exactly what needs to be done. Last but not least, I'm going to talk about the one and only Maddy Maddawg Forberg. The reason I got to talk to her is because, number one, all you guys want me to talk about her. And number two, because I know her personally and I will never, ever get tired of saying that I was the one that implemented that idea of competing in the wellness class, which she hated. She always told me F off. I will never compete. That's too girly for me. I'm a power lifter at heart. But the godfather of wellness is always right. And they call me Nostradamus as well. But you can see Maddy Maddawg Forberg. She has made improvements. That's the first thing I'm going to say. I've seen this girl where she was when she started to where she is now. And she has improved. The thing that happened here is that she didn't look as conditioned as she looked prior to the show. Good abs, a crazy side leg. This side leg right here is amazing, phenomenal. Her calves are amazing as well. If you see her in person, make sure you tell her to flex those calves because she has some amazing calves. Maddy is all quads and calves. Her glutes, while her glutes have gotten better, okay? Because I'm honest, and she knows this. I was the first person that told her that her glutes need to be bigger. Her glutes have grown, but they're not there yet, okay? You can see it here. She's missing a little bit of size in this glutes right here, especially from this back post. And if she was conditioned, she would have placed better. There was something off in her makeup as well. I believe that, I don't know if it's foundation or something happened here because her face looks really pale compared to her body. And that makes that, that's also a presentation. And that also could, fit into the judges. She's very pretty. Posing was good. I'm not going to say that. The posing was really good. I saw that as well. And, Maddy, all you need to do is grow more glutes. So focus on that. If she would have won a pro card, I would have still tell her to take some time to develop the glutes because legs, she has legs for an entire world. So that's my show, my recap for the Npc Junior Nationals. A lot of potential. There was a lot of potential in that stage. I'm not disappointed of the entire of the situation with the girls that didn't place. There were girls that placed second, third, fourth. They still look pretty decent, but I'm happy with the girls that won. This has been Johnny Styles. Thank you so much. Expect the Puerto Rico Pro recap among a lot of other videos. Stay tuned for that. And whatever comments you want to, concerns, questions, let me know in the comments below. This has been Johnny Styles, the godfather of wellness, and I'll see you.